Good morning. It's Tuesday, September 15th, and today I would like to talk to you about President Trump's latest executive order. He signed a new expanded executive order to lower U.S. drug prices. On the face of it, that sounds wonderful. So let's take a look at exactly what's going to happen. The president said, "My most favored nation order will ensure that our country gets the same low price Big Pharma gives to other countries. The days of global free riding at America's expense are over." Now, that's what he said in a tweet, of course. This executive order overrides an executive order that was issued in July 24th, which obviously really didn't affect anything at that point. The mandate in this order is extended to include drugs which are covered under Medicare Part D, because the previous version only dealt with drugs that were issued or prescribed from doctors' offices and health clinics. But this apparently is an attempt at allowing Medicare to negotiate drug prices. The order specifically states that Medicare should pay the lowest price paid among wealthy foreign governments. Right now, Medicare has no provision like that. Now let's get to the tricky part, because it sounds wonderful on the face of it. This requires issuing new federal rules, a complex process that might not be done by Election Day. Determining prices paid by other countries will be a challenge, because negotiations between governments and drug makers are very confidential. You think the pharmaceutical companies are going to just let us have the information on the deal that we negotiated with Britain or South Africa or Italy? Bullshit. You're not getting that information easily. Of course, the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, or PHRMA, denounced Trump's move as a reckless attack on the very companies working around the clock to beat COVID-19. Are they threatening us that they will slow down production on the COVID-19 because he issued this executive order? This is going to be an interesting battle. Now, the organization, which I'll call PhRMA for lack of a better term, said through their chief executive that the policy proposed in this executive order is unworkable and an overreach, and said it would give foreign governments a say in how the United States provides access to treatments. I don't know how they could say that. Now, a health economist from the Kaiser Family Foundation Research Organization wrote something on Twitter that Trump's executive order does not by itself do anything. It has to be followed up by regulations. There's that dreaded term, regulations, because you know that regulations take time. And you know that if we have to have regulations, there will be lobbyists in the game, and there will be money thrown at these senators and congressmen like you wouldn't believe. So I think that this executive order, while it'll look wonderful on paper, will do nothing more than you will be able to wipe your ass with it. Then we have the Biotechnology Innovation Organization that said the move would reduce industry investment. We will use every tool available, including legal action, if necessary, to fight this risky foreign price control scheme. That's what the president of that organization said, Dr. Michelle McMurray Heath. So the organizations, the pharmaceutical organizations, are not going to go down without a fight. And believe me, they have plenty of money to fight. They probably have enough money to take care of this entire pandemic. We should probably be going to them for the funding required to get a stimulus package. They should chip in big. Meanwhile, if Trump thinks that this executive order is going to win votes from the seniors, he's got another thing coming, because this thing won't be in effect by November 3rd. And beside that, most of the seniors are not concerned with drug prices. They're worried about the pandemic. And all of the things that he did incorrectly to fight this pandemic will certainly override this ridiculous executive order that is probably never going to be able to take effect. I can say that almost with 100% certainty, because the July order hasn't even taken effect yet, because the industry has been fighting it, okay? So they couldn't work out a solution for the July order, so now they write this order, and they're not going to have a solution for this order. So it's just a show. It's a show. I'm putting on a show for the seniors because I want them to vote for me. Well, if he didn't think he was in such bad shape with the election and all his lies and everything turning up, you'd think he would have gone ahead and done this thing? He could have done this thing a week after he was elected. So this is another one of his schemes to stay in power. And I don't think it's going to work. The country's designed to be a regulatory machine, and they're going to regulate this thing out of existence. So I've ranted enough on this topic, and I think it's an important topic, and I wish everybody a safe day, and I'll see you in the morning.